America, it is tax day. Tax day is a reminder of government gone wild. President Obama's progressive agenda is driving our economy and our liberties over a cliff. Don't you get it, America? Obama, Reid, Pelosi, they know what's best for you, for me, and our families. They expect us to keep quiet, sit down, and just pay those taxes. Are we going to keep quiet, America? That's why they hate the Tea Party movement. We make way too much noise. That's why they are trying to discredit us by calling us names. If you're white, you're a racist, you're a redneck. If you're black, you're a token, a traitor, and Uncle Tom. TV hosts and politicians have injected race into the Tea Party movement. MSNBC host Keith Olbermann says, Tea Partiers are a bunch of guys who are just looking for a reason to yell at a black president. Representative Steve Cohen says Tea Party participants are kind of without robes and hoods. Mr. Cohen, we don't have any robes or hoods, but let me remind you, Senator Robert Byrd had robes and hoods when he was in the KKK. And then there's Charlie Rangel, Harlem, New York, former chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee. Mr. Rangel said, you don't see any black folks in these groups ever, 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 ever. Mr. Rangel, this color does not fade. Oh yeah, it's tax day. Let's remind Mr. Rangel to pay his taxes. Pay your taxes. Pay your taxes. Pay your taxes. Pay your taxes. America, playing the race card is a losing game. It's old, it's tired, what else you got? So let's talk about government gone wild. Our country's national debt is over $11 trillion. Deficit over $1 trillion. And after racking up all this debt, now they want to tax everything. They're talking about adding a value-added tax, a VAT. They're resurrecting the death tax. We have here petitions asking Congress to kill the death tax. Then there's Obamacare, a policy that we the people didn't want. And speaking of we the people and Obamacare, the Constitution is a problem for some of our politicians. James Clyburn, South Carolina, said, there's nothing in the Constitution that says that the federal government has anything to do with most of the stuff that we do. Phil Hare from Illinois said, I don't worry about the Constitution, to be honest. Well, Mr. Clyburn and Mr. Hare, We the people do worry about the Constitution, to be honest. Thank you.
Janine Morelli! Next up, I want to invite to the stage to introduce the contract from America, Ryan Hecker, the National Coordinator for Tea Party Patriots, Director of the Houston Tea Party Society, and the man behind the contract. Also with him are Ben Tesler, Doug Mainwaring, and Mike Gasky, all members of local Tea Party Patriots and FreedomWorks chapters here in the tri-state area.
Hello, Patriots. So, the contract from America is a document that was drafted by average Americans around the country from September to January. And in the last 2 months, nearly 500,000 votes have been cast on the final contract from America at contractfromamerica.org. So we're unveiling tonight the final list of the document that is from the people. And I think what's important here is that we are in charge, right? This is a representative government. We're in charge, and they have to listen to us. So number one is protect the Constitution. And there are specific ideas that go with each of these. You could go to contractfromamerica.com, but I don't have the time to read through each of them. But number one, protect the Constitution. Number two, 500,000 people voted, reject cap and trade. Number three, demand a balanced budget with a 2/3 majority needed for any tax hike. Number four, and I want to say that I'm very glad that both FreedomWorks and Fair Tax are coalitions in this are coalition members of this project. It's enact fundamental tax reform. Number five, which was actually introduced by the next speaker from National Capital Tea Party Patriots, it's to create a committee to restore fiscal responsibility and constitutionally limited government in Washington. Number six is end runaway government spending through a statutory cap limit, and we should tell them you do not spend our money. Number seven is defund, repeal, and replace government-run health care. Number eight is pass an all-of-the-above energy policy. No cap and trade. We want openness, nuclear, oil, drill. Number nine is stop the pork. A moratorium on all earmarks until the budget is balanced, and then a 2/3 majority to pass anything. And number 10, something that'll affect us very soon, is the tax hikes. It's stop the tax hikes. So I want to sum up. This is being unveiled today at tea parties around the country. We have over 100 tea parties in support of this. We need you to go to the website, www.contractfromamerica.org. We have a big coalition. Regular Folks United has been heavily involved with this, FreedomWorks, and a whole host of other organizations that you can see on the site, and tons of local groups. And we had 500,000 people involved. And today, we had the first signer of this document, Senator DeMint. So he's a real grassroots conservative. He signed the document, and he's pushing for others to do the same. So I want to introduce now